Hello and welcome to this week's Top Comics to Order in a Flash. I'm Jason.
I'm Andy.
And we're with Infinity Flux Comics out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. This is the show where we go over what we think are the best comics to pre-order. We try to do it in under 5 minutes. So with all that said, let's get going. What's the first one, Andy?
First one is a big one. It is Titans #1. So after Dark Crisis, the Justice League has disbanded, and stepping into their place is the much deserved Titans. So if you are a fan of that classic Teen Titans, they are now the main heroes in the DC universe. So we've got our main cover for this. And of course, Jim Lee's got to get on it. We've got a Jim Lee variant as well.
That's great. I love Jim Lee art. I love his covers. And when it's him doing multiple characters in one cover, even better.
Yep.
All right. Our next pick is Fury, #1 from Marvel. This is a one shot that's going to go back into Nick Fury's past as he goes up against somebody named Scorpio. They say it like it's a person, but it reads like an acronym that might be a group. I don't know. It says it's going to take 2 Nick Furies to take this person down. So I'm wondering, are they going to bring back that Watcher version of him?
Mm-hmm.
It also says it links in with Nick Fury's father. So maybe it'll be a father and son thing.
Very cool.
So
Yeah.
that's what's going on in Fury #1. Here is the Del Mundo variant for that.
Next up is a new indie book called Arcade Kings. I like the style of this. It's very arcade video game focused about a city where this is the greatest arcade player, but somebody from his past comes to challenge him. All the art and writing is done by Dylan Burnett. So very cool all-in-one book. This is our A cover. And then we also have the Lewis variant for that.
All right, so CYBORG is getting a 6-issue miniseries at DC. Although DC has said that if series do well enough, they're going to promote them to ongoing.
Yep.
Who knows? In this, CYBORG goes back to his hometown of Detroit, where people still kind of view him as just Victor.
Mm-hmm.
They don't view him necessarily as the big superhero he is. I don't know how they can ignore that. Anyhow, it's a sort of a going back to roots miniseries. However, there's going to be problems in Detroit. Superheroes, just problems crop up wherever they go. So that's sort of the premise to that. So here's the main cover, and then we have 2 other covers I thought were noteworthy. Here is the Tom Rainey variant to that. And then we have the Corona. Or wait a minute.
No, because next up is Daredevil and Echo.
I see. I was looking at my notes for our longer show.
No, because on this, now we move on to Daredevil and Echo, a new team-up book. This is going to be written by B. Earl and Taboo of the Black Eyed Peas, coming together to tell a story about Daredevil and Echo up against the Demogoblin. If you've never read him, very scary, kind of newish goblin character to save the city. So we've got our A cover here by Phil Noto. And we have this really cool CASELLI Marvel Icon variant.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right, so next up, it is Storm. She gets a new miniseries at Marvel. This is set back when she was rocking the cool mohawk,
Yep.
when she was leading the X-Men. She is an Omega level powered mutant, but a new threat arises that is going to take her powers to the limit, a new elemental threat. So that's what's going on in the new Storm miniseries. Here's the main cover. Here is the ARTGERM cover.
Very cool.
Beautiful. Here is the CASELLI Marvel Icons cover.
Love the Icons cover.
I know, collect them all,
Next up is The Vigil, a new book, a new miniseries from DC. It's going to be 6 issues long. We saw The Vigil just briefly in the Dark Crisis crossover, but we don't know much about them, and this is going to hopefully explain a little bit more about them. Who are they individually? What their powers are? And are they good or bad? They look closer on the line than a lot of teams do. So very excited about this one. This is our A cover. And then we also have our MALAVIA variant.
All right, next up, it is Warlock Rebirth issue #2. In issue #1, Eve Warlock made her first appearance out of a cocoon, much like Adam. She beat him down. She took the Soul Stone. Things are looking bad for Warlock and his team. So the issue number 1 sold really well at our store. You might want to sign up or pre-order this issue number 2. And here is the NOTO variant for that.
Love that. Next up is Star Wars Darth Vader Black, White, and Red #2. This is going to continue our story that Jason Aaron's been telling. He's going to tell through this entire thing. But David Prepos, who you may know from Savage Avengers, is telling his first story in the Star Wars universe. So I'm very excited about this one. Great A cover, and check out this super cool LAROCCA variant.
All right, so that is our top comics to pre-order in a flash for April 21st. If you want to hear more about these comics, you can go to our website at infinityflux.net, where you can also pre-order books very easy. You can sign up for subscriptions, or we're going to do our show Comics from the Future coming up, which is our longer show where we go over sort of all the main comics and all of their variants. So just hang in there. If you're watching on YouTube, hit subscribe, and we will see you then.